Donut Dilemma, How's Your Comprehension companion cards are contained in this box. It targets auditory comprehension of nonfiction passages. The specific skills it targets are WH questions, comprehension skills, memory retrieval, and academic vocabulary. The items in this box are the 50 content cards. You'll see them here. That's all that's contained in the box are the 50 content cards because this is a companion set. The donuts, the saucer, and so forth are not included, but you get those out of this deck. It's called the Donut Dilemma, What Would You Do? And it's a larger game, and you use those accessories. So let's get started. When you take out the first card, it's the introduction card. It lets you know why you would use this game. Next is the direction card that lets you know how to play it. Then, of course, you get the alternative directions. Gives you 6 alternative ways to play this activity. Next is the explanation card, which is arranged with a unique donut style corresponding to a specific type of question. The ring donut targets who, what, where, and when. Yeast, general comprehension. Cruller, how or why. And the old-fashioned is a vocabulary or a definition question. So to play, the student would roll the die. It's going to show a specific type of donut. This one's the yeast donut. Then they would grab their card, they would read the small story up above, there's a corresponding photograph, and then they would answer the yeast question donut, which is a general comprehension question. Then, after answering the question correctly, they would use the tongs, pick up any of the 3 yeast donuts, and stack them on the little teacup. Then the student would roll again, or the next student would have their turn. They would roll it. It looks like this time they got a cruller donut. And so they're going to grab a card. It can be a new card or you can use the old card depending on how you want to structure your therapy session. They would read the paragraph or you could read it to them and then they would answer the how or why question that corresponds to the cruller donut. They would use the tongs to pick up any of the cruller donuts and then they would stack it on the teacup. They would continue this as they build the towering stack of donuts until it would fall over. If your students struggle with the tongs, please feel free to not use them. You could just have the students stack the donuts with their hands. This will allow them to probably stack it higher before it falls. If you notice there's any frustration or your students are struggling with that, feel free to get rid of the cup and just have them stack it on the saucer. If you notice your students are having any difficulty stacking on the saucer, you can also remove the saucer from the game and have them just stack the donuts after answering their questions on the table. This will allow them to stack a very high tower of donuts before it falls. Remember, the main idea of the game is to have them answer the questions. This is just the motivation component. Enjoy and stack them high. Please don't let them fall.